Hello, and welcome to the Modern Marco Polo's Travel Logs podcast, YouTube video series. I'm Laura Newberry-Yokley, and I am reading my travel logs from 20 years ago when I was a young world traveler. I am so excited to do so. It's so fun to see where I was and the wisdom from my 20-year-old self 23-year-old self is just awesome. As a 40-year-old something, it's so fun to see just the growth and the change and what I understand now and didn't then as I was exploring both internal landscapes and external landscapes. It's cool. If you're just joining, I am reading the logs from my European trip that led into my goddess pilgrimage with Dr. Carol P. Christ. That then later turned into my master's thesis at Claremont Graduate University. So this is the meat of the, work. And I am exploring. I am getting ready to go to Europe. I have been in Pittsburgh, now New York City. I'm boarding the train. This is the third installment. This is May 17th, 2004. So 19 years ago. Hard to believe. So here we go. May 17th, 2024. I wanted to avoid historical documentation in the sense of not ever reaching the surface, as it were. Perhaps it is important to enjoy the moment, absorb it, and reflect upon it later. Well, here we are, reflecting. Yet I don't want to lose the essence of the moment either. I'm sitting on a flight to London. It's like I'm going towards stops along the way, but no official destination. I'm going to meet people, to learn all I can from them, to feel a deep connection with the world. Each person I have met so far offers me energy and a piece of advice to take with me along the way. Okay. Okay, here we go. I am skipping this part, the deeply personal parts of relationships that I don't want online. Okay, here we go. Conversationalist, a reader, a dreamer, companion, someone. I'm looking here for someone who I can trust, a companion, a lover, someone I can be myself around, someone who doesn't ever make me wonder, doubt, question the basis. So this is, before I had met my husband, I met him in 2006. So this is me kind of just noodling on that. My pen has exploded all over. I am exploding ideas onto the page, the unfoldment of words, life forced, being sprayed everywhere, full of life. You can feel the liquid moving. What a very sexual idea, both physical and psychological. To bring forth the past so it joins the future, its perfection, unique, gentle, and yet I'm the beauty of the phallic symbol. Words across the page is the image of paper, a correlation to womanhood. Is paper the correlation to womanhood, and the pen the correlation to manhood in a very heterosexual way? Wide expanse of inner nothingness. I don't know if I would go that far. Yet nothing without the pen. The paper is nothing. Without the paper, the pen is nothing. It's like gender roles. One holds a distinct character, entirely unique in purpose. Here, to fulfill something, and the understanding is that not one is superior to the other. Both are needed, but we must recognize that the thing as a thing. If I fail to call paper paper, that would be stupid. Failing to recognize would also be the like. And further qualifying the object in this case would be too much. I began this quest with the question, am I racist? And depending upon connotative definition, I'd like to hope that I'm not. Recognizing my experience as a white woman is crucial, but if I were, to dare to qualify it as being better or worse than something or some other experience, I would be contributing to the greater injustice. New York held an answer. All people walking on the same street, speaking many different languages from many different value systems. There's not time to care about race. In fact, it's quite the opposite, caring deeply about it at the same time, in the sense that racism is the judgmental prejudice that is a waste of time. Through divine intervention, my package of Claremont materials was delivered while I was struggling with the idea of how to pick it up. Letting go of someone, something, an idea means putting it in Goddess's hands and letting the divine realm intercede the transaction. Air India is fantastic. India is a world run by caffeine. That is true. On the shuttle to the JFK airport, a woman heard that I was on Air India. She was so excited for me and talked with me a long time about Muktananda, the guru. My dad does extensive reading on him. There is an ashram in Oakland where my friend lives. And also, she said there might be one in LA. In terms of writing my thesis, let me concentrate somehow in Hinduism and go to his ashram to write. I still need to do the art of living. The woman I called in Missouri was also important. She said, I'll wait for you. True happiness is such an asset, even though and through hard times. I keep thinking of my advisor. What is happening to her? She is not writing. Her heart is dying. She is going through her own transformation. Me, snake shedding fear, renewing hope. I will sit along the wall and eat apricots, and I will leave one for her and one for my mom. She asked me to do the same thing for her. I will. Oh, gentleness. Our lives, as my friend said to me today, is just a blink of an eye, just a drop in the vast ocean of energy and life. There isn't time to hate and generate fear, anger, mistrust, hardship. Even amidst the hardship, there is great peace. Even amongst the suffering, there is soothing clay. Even in death's chambers, there is life and rebirth. We are here to step on the petals of magnolias. We are here to linger in the cool springs. We are here to breathe deeply and linger and surge and delay and struggle and cry and succeed and laugh. We are here for it all. Without it all, where and what would we be? We would be nothing, nowhere, maybe by letting go of it all and giving it all back. That's where we would be, enlightened, pure, happy, free. Content, radiant, surging with so much energy. I could feel her energy on the bus today. When she said Muktananda's name, something happened, a breakthrough. I don't know why yet. I'm not sure. I have not read any of Muktananda's work, but Pitaji has. I don't know who Pitaji is. Maybe this is I don't know who that is. It's my dad. Is that how you say Pitaji is for father? I'm not sure. He feels energy coming off the pages. Maybe there is a connective reasoning behind all of this. And the reason why I was I was led to move to Claremont in California, where I will go and, then try to do my PhD and then graduate with my master's here. I must write to the president of the College of Worcester. This is an old president who was there when I was there. He lived in Claremont for 23 years. What a network. And then one of my professors also lived in Claremont and studied at CGU. What a small world. I bumped into one of my classmates from the College of Worcester in the streets of Manhattan and another friend in the movie theater. We saw Men Huna. I loved it, but what a small and absolutely interconnected world we live in. Incredible. An excerpt from the Warrior of Light from Paulo Coelho. The Warrior of Light. I'm not sure I understand it. It sounds like we are at war when we are living. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he means in the way that Pema Chodron means it. So I'm commenting about what I read. This is me. I thought I was reading an excerpt, excuse me. Gentleness and vulnerability, but absolute, resolute strength and vigor to fight for ideality or idealism and optimism. Perhaps one, first train in the preliminaries. Maybe I can find Muktananda's ashram in LA and find out how to meditate. There's a Zen monastery at the top of the hill. Perhaps I could go there. Yoga, breathing, aligning the heart and the soul. Also just being here right now and nowhere else. To examine the nature of unborn awareness. I'm quoting Pema Chodron now, and I mentioned this in a different log. Is that childlikeness? Continued questioning? Lovely. 3, self-liberate, even the antidote. Let it all go, all of it. 4, rest in the nature of the alaya, the essence. Hum, sa, I am that. So hum, I am that. That I am. Krish, okay, Om, love, let it go, all of it. Tonglen as well as basic Shamantha, Vipassana practice leads towards realizing that opposites coexist. Page 31. So I'm reading Pema Chodron's excerpts here. Okay. I promise to be doing what I am doing 100%, to try to be here in the present moment, think my thoughts, live my life. And as those beloved New Yorkers say, do what you got to do. Page 35, well, my life has taught me to be more curious than afraid. Pema Chodron. Damn. The lessons are there. Number 1, never, ever, under any circumstances, burn your bridges. You can always put them under construction if need be. Number 2, never, ever, under any circumstances, judge a book by its cover. Okay. I do. I like the sound of that. A hyphenated name. Such greatness, such gentleness. I try to avoid. But maybe something will come in Los Angeles. My brain is moving 1,000 miles an hour. And again, I'm sitting on the airplane for 6 hours. So yes, my mind is racing. Oh. Okay, I watched a movie on the flight. It's like midnight in New York City. We have 2 hours left. Once at Heathrow, I must exchange money, find the tube, which is the subway in London, and then go to Pax Lodge, perhaps check email and go out into the world. I should have left. I'm talking about my dirty laundry here, where I should have packed it in my bag. And then I'm just talking about if someone tries to steal my bag, they will be pleasantly surprised. One of my high school buddies committed suicide. What in the world? I just found out. It was like 2 years before I wrote this. What would provoke someone to do such a thing? What on earth was he? I think he was just so desperate. I remember him in high school. He was one of my greatest buddies, but I think he was gay. And I think I don't know what was going on that led him there, or Great Depression. I don't know. But I just am talking about his departure. When people die, do they get everything there that there is to get? Journey through time is time. I'm time traveling through space and time. What will I learn? What will I change? One of my high school friends said, but I'm Laura Newberry's friend, as if that's the greatest thing in the world. I'm talking about people. Debauchery is the word on my trip, so I guess it sounds like there's alcohol consumption. Funny how we all go through cycles. 1 minute we're happy, but the world around us is falling apart. The next, we are miserable, but our friends have gotten on with their lives. Talking about people. Why do people lie? who was telling me, in a relationship, there is room for secrets, just not lies. Interestingly beautiful. Just talking about people, and just swirling through, trying to make sense of different people and why people come into our lives and what on earth are they there to teach us, to love thy neighbor. Surely you jest. I'm mentioning this woman, which you'll hear about in India when I read my travel logs from going to India for the first time. There was a woman who was just horrible. Let it go, all of it. Writing in Hindi here. Let's see. When will I go back to India? I wrote this in 2004, but I would be going back in 2005 and 2006. I didn't know that at the time. And then I'm telling myself that there are people waiting in line at the lavatory. We human beings are so trained. World's okay, I'm watching babies on the airplane and I'm saying that this is the world's best form of birth control. I said I will be ready to have babies soon. So this was 4 years before I had my first baby. Gentleness of time will surely tell. I have a nose ring, and so I said I had just gotten it when I was in Pittsburgh, and I said elegant and exotic, and then I'm saying I should rest. I slept a little, but no jet lag seems to be quite well. We will be landing shortly. Is it 3 in the morning, and I just happened to have a whole day ahead of me? What marvelous undertaking. Unlike in New York City, I will not feel the need to rush. People keep asking me if I am from England, perhaps not unpatriotic, although I deeply feel that way. Sometimes I have merged into being a true citizen of the world, where there is always a question, where are you from? Where have you traveled to? How long have you been on your journey? I wore red nail polish, and well, now it's halfway coming off. Great. I'm so glad I recorded that. I need to find a small bottle of nail polish remover in London, that or get my nails done. Ha! Now that would be fantastic. Gorgeous, tall American woman waiting for the bathroom. I've been lying to everyone for so long. I'm really only 5'6", although not as glamorous as 5'7". So I've been telling everyone apparently that I'm 5'7", but I'm actually 5'6". So this is the great reveal. Somehow I think I'll make it. Okay, then I write, I'm writing a whole page of Hindi. Do you think I will ever learn Hindi well enough to think about philosophical ideas in Hindi? I know I questioned the level of my Spanish, but then I had the means to an end. I was living in Spain. $1,050. Language classes cost this much. Maybe I could go to France for that much and enroll. That or stay and take the language literacy test and just get on with it. I shall pass in both German and French, and I don't, but later in life, 20 years later, I actually ended up learning French. I will continue learning Spanish. Being near Mexico and Hindi, I will find a way to do that as well. My Latin has relapsed, but I have the grammar books to catch up. Next language is Greek. I have still yet to learn Greek. Sanskrit. How do you write Sanskrit in Hindi? And I write it there. I will be able to take Greek next semester, but I don't. It will be important to take through 363. Okay, I'm talking about my schedule next semester for graduate school, interpretation of great readers and reflection. And then this summer, I need to pay off the Ariadne Institute. I'm on the way there, and then save for trips in the summer. And then we'll see if I can't live without a car. I'd like to try for at least the first year or so, but I do end up getting a car. So that's that. I'm just talking about it. I'm getting so excited about California. I'm talking about my roommate that I met on roommates.com, and oh, so funny. There's a funny story. I remember in my profiles, I said that I was quiet and I keep to myself. And of course, he met me after like 3 seconds and was like, yeah, that is not true. So funny. So I'm on my, once I finish with Europe, I'll go to California and meet Kevin. Perhaps that gives me a feeling of lightening my load and sharing this excitement with a complete stranger. Both the greatest thing is that we're becoming fast friends. Living will be fun. I think that I will have to go. Garage sale happening. And antiquing to find some complimentary items for the IKEA furniture that my new roommate will have. My friend's apartment that I visited will help me see that this is doable. I just have to take one step at a time and let go of everything, and it will somehow all work out. A beautiful concept. It will all work out. No regrets, not even going to places that I shouldn't be. There is a purpose for even that. Honestly. Okay. Okay. Oh, now I'm thinking now through my schedule, which, after the goddess pilgrimage, after attending the Ariadne Institute for 2 weeks, where will I go next? And I said I bought my ticket to California. I didn't rent a car. I should rely on my new roommate and try this to make it work. Is that too much to ask? Okay, to travel or not to travel, most definitely is the question. Let it go, all of it. It doesn't matter. I'm moving to LA. Who cares anyway? We're landing. It's bright and beautiful outside, you think, or is it raining in London? I will see once I get below the cloud cover. So that has been May 17th, 2004. Thank you for listening. I can't wait to see what unfolds next. Thank you so much as we go into London on our next entry. Tune in. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.